maximum drive.
Hello guys and welcome to another edition of Henshin Time. Today we're going to take a look at the DX Blay buckle from Kamen Rider Blade. And before we get started, let's take a look at the box, how the Blay buckle actually works. 3 cards, and this is where you get them. On the bottom, that's it. The right side lets you know it's DX. Left side's the same. On the top it says Masked Rider Blade. The flap's really hard to move because it's really solid cardboard, so I'll have to show you another way. So here's the DX flap. It says Blade buckle, and as you can see it's Korean. And it says Anime Champ. That's the channel that I guess that Kamen Rider shows in Korea. And the all-important back of the box with all the information. Some more images on how the transformation works and how the belt works, and that's about it. Now on to the actual driver. This is the Blade buckle in all its glory. As you see, there's lots of black and silver going on here. This is reflective gold, and you can probably see my camera in the reflection. If you move this for the Henshin, it pulls out. It flips over, and that's where our card goes. On the top, there you have the switch. On the bottom, there really isn't anything. On the back is where the batteries go in, the battery compartment. Back here on the left side is where the speaker is, and the LED. Unfortunately, the belt loops are not standard, and this side does not come off. The other side does come off and is actually used for part of the sounds. This set also comes with 3 cards. You've got your change card, lightning, and rider. All spades. Now you can scan these cards with other toys. Unfortunately, I don't have them, so they don't have much use here, just for look. Alright, to start, let's turn this bad boy on. As you saw, the LED flashed and there was a sound. And in here, you're supposed to put the change card, even though it doesn't really matter if it's in there or not. For the sake of being accurate to the show, I'm going to just do it. There's the change card in there. As you see, the LED lets you know it's on standby. And now, there's a button in here that gets pressed when you put in the other side of the belt. So let's go ahead and do the Henshin. Henshin. And there you have it. That's all the function and sound of the belt. You can keep doing it too. So yeah. It always knows when the button's pressed because I can turn it on right now and it'll know that this is still pressed. There you have it. So what do I think of the DX Blade buckle or Blade buckle? For a DX belt, it's kind of limited. At the time, the belts at this point were limited, but the previous belt, the Phase driver, has a lot more sounds and functionality. Hell, the Legend Series Phase driver does more than this. Now, the Legend Series driver of the Blade buckle is apparently no different. It's just smaller and has plastic cards instead of actual cards. The main reason to get this is to, well, get the card, but that would mean you'd have to get the other toys to get those sounds. This itself does a turn-on sound, a waiting sound, and a Henshin sound, and that's it. There's nothing else. If you're looking for a lot out of this toy, you're not going to get it. If I hadn't got this on a great deal, I would not have gotten it. Now, this is the Korean version. There's virtually no difference between the Japanese version. It's exactly the same. It wasn't until Kamen Rider Double that they changed things in the Korean versions. The other thing is, this gold is really nice and shiny, but if you keep flipping it, you're going to get scratches and stuff. You might notice there might be a scratch or a nick or something. That's because constant use damages the toy. With other drivers, if you constantly use them, as long as you're careful, they work fine. This, you don't really have a choice because this thing brings it out. If you're going to get a driver from Blade, go for Chalice because it has the most functionality. This is just really if you're hardcore about Blade. I wasn't even that hardcore about Blade, but I really liked the rider and the driver was cheap. It's hard to recommend. If you're not hardcore about Blade, don't go for it. And this is getting more expensive as the days go on. Anyways, guys, thanks for checking out this edition of Henshin Time. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook, Zeromaster fan page, follow me on Twitter at Zeromaster, and please check out RiverCityGamers.com for more great content, not just from myself, but from many other reviewers and critics. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you on the next episode.